So you want my biography?
Yes.
Like how extensive do you want it?
Just like, not your personal life,
Like
if
why
you want
started the school,
to,
why you
you
started the
know.
school.
Okay. Right. Okay. So I have been in education over 30 years, and I have always worked in inner city, working with inner city kids from the inner city. I started my career in New York in the South Bronx. Do you know the South Bronx?
Yes.
That's where I started. And when I moved to Pennsylvania, I worked at Brackle Middle School in the south side of Bethlehem. And I've always had a strong desire to have a school. I didn't think it was going to be my school, but I just thought if I could only have an opportunity to take kids that kind of were failing and no one believed in them, and they were stuck in schools where they were failing and dropping out at very high rates. And my desire was if I could have a school where we could provide kids like that with high quality educational opportunities, college obviously being the ultimate goal, right? And people and be able to kind of prove to people that our kids were just as smart, just as gifted as any other kid, right? So that's why Lincoln exists. It exists to be able to provide those opportunities to kids who probably wouldn't have them if they were in another school. And our kids are proving that, right, over and over again, that they can do it if they're given the right support and the opportunities. They're succeeding. You guys are succeeding because you're taking college courses.
Okay. As a leader with much responsibility, running a school with high demands, what motivates you to keep going?
Exactly what I just said. What gets me up every day. I mean, I believe in, how we say the creed. I wrote that, right? I really believe in that. Like we are all created with a mighty purpose and destiny, right? So when you tap into your purpose and you understand, okay, this is my assignment. My assignment is to build a school and to reach kids and to watch kids, young people transform, right? Through the power of education, of a quality education. That drives me because even on my worst days, when I don't feel like it, because everybody's losing their heads, kids are going crazy that day, and it's just one of those really bad days, right? I get up the next day and know I have to do this because this is my assignment. This is what I'm destined to do.
What is one of the biggest struggles you have while being a mom, CEO, principal, all in one?
It's finding balance. I'm a grandma too, right? I'm abuela. So it's finding the balance. It's finding time to spend, to not just to spend quality time with my grandchildren and my children and my mom who's ill right now. So I have to dedicate time to her as well. But it's also, for me, not being so consumed with the responsibilities here, right? That even if I am physically not here and with my family, that my mind is still here. And I'm not present with my family in my head. So that's my biggest challenge is when I'm with my family to let go of everything else and just be present with them and not think about all things Lincoln, if that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah. Approximately 52% of women are principals, but only 5.2% hold CEO positions. How do you feel as a woman being in the position you are in that is mostly male-dominated?
Right. And they get paid more than women do for the same job. Do you know that? Like 75 cents per every dollar that a man earns doing the same job. Did you know that?
No,
yes.
I didn't.
Yeah. So now you know that. You could add that, right? Again, I see this because this is my purpose and I see it as my assignment, right? I don't see it as a job. I really don't. I mean, I happen to get paid for it. That's a good thing, right? That I wouldn't live. But it's an honor for me to be able to do this. It really is. And I think that I am very blessed to be able to kind of marry, right, my passion, which is educating kids, with a position, a CEO position. Honestly, I think that I would love to see more women in roles in education as CEOs, not just as principals, but as CEOs, because I think as women working alongside men, I think we bring a lot to the table.